Good evening, Eagle fans. Here we are, just finished up big rivalry game versus Union County. Finished up with a big win, 49-0 over the Patriots. We got head coach Brad Turner. Coach, talk to me about tonight's win.
Well, our guys came out excited and looked like they were focused to play. Had a lot of adversity this week with weather, with a lightning one day, not getting to practice, and we had heat one day, and then you got the weather delayed today. But I think all the build-up of the preseason, all the build-up of summer workouts, I think they were just super excited to get out on the field and play football. And, you know, our first varsity guys, that first half, I felt like they come out and executed what we asked them to do.
Now, coming off a good summer camp, lost a lot of guys from last year, a lot of young guys playing this year. How did that summer camp really help these guys for this first game?
Well, even though we've got a lot of young guys, we had a lot of injuries this fall. At one point, I counted like 10, 11 guys on the sideline that are varsity football players for us. So our younger guys got a lot of reps against Sevier County and William Blount. So a lot of these guys have gotten a lot of reps this fall, and I think that's going to pay off as the season goes on, especially with a young roster. And, you know, they bought into the process, and I think they're out here for the right reasons.
Now, with that being said, Coach, give me a couple of names that you thought tonight performed well and kind of met the challenge.
Memphis Wilson, one of our linebackers, and he's a running back as well, but he's a guy who has put in a ton of work in the offseason with his body, and he just plays with passion, and you can tell he loves the game. He's just a football junkie, man. He has done really, really well. You know, our guys up front stepped up. We had a couple issues there where a couple guys, starters, didn't get to play tonight, and I felt like they stepped up and did a good job at the front line of scrimmage as well.
Now, a game like this, Coach, opening game, big win, but they always say the most improvement is between first and second game. Yeah. What are you looking to work on going into next week's game versus Halls?
Well, they're really, really good. Their defense is phenomenal, very physical, a lot of athletes. One of the best Halls teams I've seen on film in a long time. So, again, we tell our guys we've got to play Gibbs football. We can't play the helmet. Whether we're playing Halls or Greenville next week, doesn't matter. I think we've just got to focus on what we do, get our minds right, our bodies right, heal up a little bit, and make sure that we are go out and execute and don't make costly turnovers and mistakes.
All right, Coach, thanks for your time. Again, Eagles 49, Patriots nothing. That starts season off 1-0, and also 1-0 in the region as Union County moved in the region this year. So always good to get off to a 1-0 start in both situations. Thank you, Coach, and War Eagle.
Thank you.
Eagle fans, here we are with defense coordinator, Coach Austin Calfee. Coach, talk to me tonight, 49-0, pitch shutout. Talk to me about what you were trying to do, coming in, looking at Union County. What did you do, and did you meet those goals tonight?
Man, we came into this game knowing that we've got some young players across the board, so I just want to keep everything simple, let them go out there and just get comfortable on the field on a Friday night, man. It's a different atmosphere out here, rain delay, all the different distractions that go on, and, man, we just settled in, didn't do anything that we weren't comfortable with. The kids stepped up and just made some plays. Our defensive line played great, linebackers played great, secondary played great, and that's what it takes is a defense joining together and just being a band of brothers to run around and make plays.
Now, as you said, we had a little bit of a weather delay there. What goes into keeping kids, keeping their minds straight when we're about an hour and 45-minute delay, something like that. What are you trying to do to keep kids focused on the game?
Man, it's hard enough to keep myself and then some of these coaches focused on the game. But, with the kids, man, I just like to talk to them and just keep them comfortable. Like I said, we got a lot of young guys. So with the older guys, we have conversations about leading and making sure that they're boosting up the other guys. And then with the young guys, we just talk to them about, here's what we're looking for. Here's the, stay within yourself. Don't try to do too much. Don't let the game be bigger than the team. All those different things. And we try to just keep them loose, keep them relaxed. And that way, nothing gets teel big for us.
Now, with that being said, Coach, give me a couple of names tonight of guys who stepped up and met the challenge.
Ooh, I always hate this question because I feel like I'm always leaving somebody out. Man, across the board, man, defensive line, man, they answered the call. Sieber had some big plays, which, with him, we kind of expect that. We had some younger guys step in there and make some plays with Chris Combs. Linebackers, I mean, they're all young. I think we've got two linebackers that have got Friday night experience, and the other guys, they stepped up and answered the call. So that group, man, they just played with a passion, and defense as a whole played with a passion. Secondary, man, we got some picks from guys that, once again, don't have a lot of Friday night experience and just put themselves in good position and resorted back to just reacting to the ball and playing the game. And, man, it's just my favorite part about seeing this team is just the passion they played with out there. And this team is not a rowdy team. They're not a real low team. They just kind of stay level through the week. So the biggest thing that I was looking for was just as a unit for us to have that passion. And, man, we had it.
Now, how do you build on this, Coach? Going into next week's game versus Halls, it's a big rivalry, really good Halls team. How do you build on tonight's performance for next week?
Man, we just got to fix the little things. Overall, some of the stuff, the bigger picture stuff that I was worried about, the kids took over that and did really well with it. Smaller stuff, man, we had some penalties that we just kind of lost the mentality that we needed, kept things in the back of our minds that we needed back there. And we've got to clean some things up. Stuff that we rep every day, but like I said, with the young guys, man, it's just muscle memory and repetition. So we're going to go into this week. We're going to encourage these guys, let us build off this confidence and keep it rolling.
All right, Coach, thanks again. Hey, big win tonight, 49-0 over Union County. Good shutout, always good shutout. Coach, thanks for your time in War Eagle.
War Eagle, baby.